vlog. Welcome to today's Vlogmas video. We are doing a Walmart delivery grocery order. I just checked and I'm missing like 5 items, I think, so I needed those items, so I'm probably going to end up having to go in the store at some point. We have spent several weeks sick. I am 95% better, so finally feeling up to going out again and doing stuff. But I will show you what we got on this order. Also, I always mention we don't get a lot of meat. My husband is a hunter. We have hunters in the family. We normally have enough meat in the freezer, and then I catch sales at different grocery stores, so you're hardly ever going to see meat on my grocery orders from Walmart. And then there was I also got a big thing of toilet paper I did not put on here because it's being delivered separately for whatever reason. This is our grocery haul for the week, and then also we have a produce aisle over here. I'll show it in a minute. I got a gallon of spring water. I have been on the sourdough journey, whatever you want to call it. I've had a sourdough starter for about 3 years, and the most depressing thing ever, life happened. I forgot, a lot of back and forth, just stuff went on, and I killed it, killed it dead. It molded and I had to toss it, and I wanted to cry because it was 2 years old. So I'm starting over, so I needed water for that, and spring water is the best. We can't use our tap water for that. Got a bag of shrimp. I have found a way to make shrimp and broccoli that tastes kind of like the Chinese food style way, so I thought that sounded kind of good. I got that. Got 36 eggs. I literally plowed through all but one egg over this past week with cooking and baking. Some chicken, ramen noodles. Yes, I know these are not good for you, but something about being sick reminds me of when I was little, and this is what we ate. We did not have a lot of money at all growing up, and every now and then I want the taste of them. We ate the creamy chicken, though, and I like the regular chicken now. Being sick, we ran out of a lot of medicine. I didn't have any of these, and then we were lower on these. Looks like the box is torn. Propel electrolytes. I mentioned before I love Liquid IV. I do not love the price tag, so I have started buying these, and I'll put a pinch of the Malden sea salt flakes, and it tastes like a Liquid IV drink. So that's a little hack to save you some money if you're not wanting to buy the Liquid IV for $8 a box. This is a Christmas tradition. We grew up with them, and I feel like you have to have a bag every year. 2 jars of the marshmallow cream. I use one of these to do little Ritz cookie things at Christmas time. I've shared multiple times. I'll probably end up just sharing again. And also I do a like a fudge recipe. One of them calls for cream, one of them calls for actual marshmallows, so I'll have to find which one I'm making this year. I think I'm going to make the one with the cream though. And then we needed some crackers. I got the Great Value buttery rounds. It's supposed to be like the Ritz. I try to buy these at least every week to every other week because I need more protein, and I'm not wanting to spend $10 a pop on protein drinks and bars constantly, so that's a natural way. I've been wanting to try this chestnut praline latte coffee creamer. I think my sister tried the actual drink at Starbucks one time, and if it's the one I'm thinking of, and she liked it, so I think this is going to be good. It says caramelized chestnuts, buttery caramel, and I think it may have cinnamon in it. No cinnamon. So I might try that one today. Creamy peanut butter. I got the big one because Willow eats a lot of peanut butter sandwiches, and I will need it for Christmas stuff, so I'm kind of stocking up on that. I will get more next week. This is the body wash Michael uses during hunting season. It does not dry his skin out, and it's scent free. And I finally convinced him that it's a lot cheaper to buy these than the Hunter's brand ones. I got this zero sugar cookie butter creamer. I have had a cookie butter creamer. I just don't know if it was this one. So I wish all the creamers offered this size, because I want like 3 or 4 flavors in this size, because a lot of times I do not finish this. But I still just figure, well, it's worth it, because if I went to Starbucks, I would pay twice as much as I pay for that for one drink. So it's my little guilty pleasure. Some maraschino cherries. I'm going to make Martha Washington candy in a few weeks, maybe next week, I don't know. Baking soda, I use that a lot for cleaning produce and in laundry sometimes. Also, I was trying to find a shower cleaner, and I just decided that the best thing that I was seeing was just to use baking soda and peroxide. I cannot afford to live a toxic toxin-free lifestyle or whatever, but I make little changes where I can, and I feel like if I'm cleaning the tub with tub cleaner and it's literally burning my nose and making me choke, then I don't want to put my daughter down in bath water that's been cleaned by that. So I think I'm going to try that. That was one of the things, that peroxide was out of stock, so I need to get the peroxide. So these are the freezer meals that Michael's been hooked on, the Zatarain's Cajun Chicken Carbonara, so I got him 3 of those. And then I have burned through my candles. Y'all know I'm a candle girl. That's my weakness. And I try to limit how much I burn them. I'll burn them just enough to pull out and then cover them up to make them last. But my absolute favorite candle ever is the Bath & Body Works Fireside candle. And they do not bring that scent back every year, and it really makes me sad because I'm hooked on it, and I feel like my winter and Christmas is not complete without it. And I have 1 jar left with just a little bit in it, and I cannot find a candle that has like the smoke element. This one says it has wood smoke that smells like a fireplace. That candle does, and that's why it's my favorite. I don't have a fireplace, but I love that smell. So I don't think that this smells like that, but it smells nice, so I guess maybe this will be the candle that I burn today. I'll pretend it smells as good as the other, but also, how cute are these little pajama thing from Target? It's a little nightgown thing. I have not bought night clothes in forever, and I got it on a Black Friday deal and thought I might as well. Michael just texted and said he's on his way home, so I need to hurry up. Got Nutty Buddies. I do not buy the seasonal snack cakes as much as I did. They've just got to where like $4 for a box of 6 is insane, when I can pay 2 or 3 for like a box of, I don't know, this is 6, but there's 2 in the pack, and then like fudge rounds, I think you get 12, so I've been getting those. Got 8 cans of green beans. We were low on those. I am trying to plow through some of our canned goods where I can rotate and get newer items. Bag of sugar. Michael uses a lot of this in his coffee and his tea, so I don't want to run out of that. I think I have some black pepper, but I forgot to get up and look before I laid down for bed and placed my grocery order, so grabbed another one just in case. Also, I always mention, I did see, I think one person used my IBOTTA link. Thank you if that was you. I always put my code on the screen. If you use it, you will get $5 when you redeem your first offer, and I will get 5 or 10 as well. But I am saving money on groceries I'm already going to be buying. So I was kind of wanting like a dipping sauce, and I've had the Blackened Ranch at Pie Pies before, but I have not seen it in the store. And it was $1 back, I believe, on Ibotta right now. So I redeemed that offer, and I think it was on sale. So I got it basically for like a great value price. This was another thing that was on Ibotta for $1 off, and I needed Caesar dressing, and I was going to get the, I think it's like, is it the Better Goods brand? But I decided to get this one. I think theirs has Parmesan cheese in it too, so that kind of, like, you won't have to add your cheese if it's already in there, so lighten it up a little bit. I got this deodorant for Michael to try out. I don't know if he has tried this one yet, but another thing, hunting the non-scented stuff. He's tried different ones, and I figured Arm & Hammer is a good brand, so he'll try that. I got a brie cheese triangle piece, whatever. I thought this was a smaller one, but it doesn't matter. I want to make a little appetizer thing that I did not make on Thanksgiving. This is my favorite bread right now. I do not know why it's so good. It's thick slice, so if you're doing like a avocado toast thing for breakfast or something, 1 slice is plenty. Or if you want to make like a really hearty sandwich, it's just, I don't know, it's soft. You've got the little seeds through it. I think it's sunflower seeds. This is just the best bread to me. This is my favorite bread. Well, this and homemade sourdough, depending on what we're talking about. I keep having to stop to take sneeze breaks. I said I'm better, but I'm not all the way better. I got a bag of the fully cooked sausage patties. I have been just keeping these in the freezer, and that's the go-to breakfast meat. I like to change it up between that and bacon, but bacon's expensive, so I try to catch it on sale. Got some saltine crackers. Speaking of bacon and crackers, that is an appetizer I want to make for Christmas again, is the bacon cracker things. I've shared before, but I'm hoping to make those. I think we're going to do the same thing for Christmas we've been doing for a while, which is where we do a lot of appetizers and then like a ham or a main dish. Got a can of sweetened condensed milk. I said I was making the Martha Washington's candy at some point, and I need a can of this. I think I had a can, but I wanted to be sure. And I usually end up needing a can at holiday time anyway. This is one of those things that I just can't believe the upkick in price, because when Michael and I first got married, That was 13 years ago almost. I remember the price of groceries well because I love grocery shopping and I just kept up with all of it. And this I was getting on sale for like 80 cents. Y'all, this is like $2.30 now. So gone are the days of stocking up when you buy one thing, buying 10 more because. I needed some buttermilk because I want to make some scones, and I might make some biscuits or something. And every time I do, I have to buy the carton of buttermilk, and I don't use that much out of it, and then I feel pressured to use it before it goes bad. And I do not know why I've never thought to just buy this. I've seen it, I've known it's an option, and never have. So we're going to try this in some scones soon. Got some oat milk. I have discovered that my favorite coffee, iced coffee, has oat milk. Whether I drink it from Starbucks or a coffee shop or make it at home, there's just something about oat milk that makes it taste perfect. So I got one of those. I got the Simply Salted Orville Redenbacher's popcorn. This is for the Christmas popcorn that I make. And this is also my favorite popcorn if I'm not making it homemade. And see, that's another thing. I'm trying to cut out some of the things that I buy that's pre-made to save money and just make a little bit better choice where I can. So just like making homemade popcorn. But there are certain things where it's like the pre-made or the boxed version is better. So it's all about balance. Clearly I'm not living the most organic lifestyle, but doing what I can. I got A&W Zero Sugar Root Beer. This is another thing. I was getting sparkling water and Coke or Diet Coke and things each week, and I'm trying to kick back on that because it's just going up and up, and trying to reduce a grocery bill. So I'm trying to limit myself to only getting like one case of something a week, whether that's a diet drink or sparkling water drink. And it also helps me drink more plain water. So this is my choice of the week because it was on sale. I'd rather had like Diet Coke, Coke Zero, something, but that'll work. And then I got Michael's Mountain Dew, which was not supposed to be zero sugar. It was supposed to be the regular, so he might not be too happy about that. I got some non-fat dry milk. This is another one of those things I'm trying to do differently. I keep a lot of canned goods stored, and I normally have like the cream of chicken, cream of mushroom, all of that. But I saw how easy it is to make your own cream of chicken soup, or really any of them. The only thing, if you were making the mushroom, you would have to get like dehydrated mushroom or mushroom powder or something. So I'm going to make a jar of homemade cream of chicken base. And you use like a dried milk, some chicken bouillon, parsley seasoning, all of that. So that is what that is for. And then I said we had the produce aisle over here. I ended up having to buy a good bit because last week I did not buy much of it since we had Thanksgiving food and I knew we would be eating that for a while. Pardon my floors, there's towels everywhere because it's raining and I had to get all these in and they were dripping wet. But Willow put in a request for the items that she wanted, and everything just about was a vegetable. I always have a hard time getting meals together because I'm the one that has to come up with everything. But I got a bag of russet potatoes. My mom's birthday is next week. She told me she wants potato soup for her birthday, so I needed some of those. I don't know why, but to me, russet potatoes have been tasting really dirt-like no matter how much you clean them, and I don't know what's happened, but I think in potato soup, I can tolerate it just by itself. I've gotten where I don't even want to eat it. I got 2 avocados, and these are so green, it's going to take a bit for them to ripen up. And then I think it's 8 bananas, and I love that this person actually used a little bit of common sense and got a few that were yellow and a few that were green. If only they would do that with the avocados, which I will say sometimes they don't have them in store. Celery for snacks and potato soup. Same thing for the carrots. Yep, that's what that's called, all right. Iceberg lettuce. Willow wants Caesar salad, and I wanted a few pieces to put on sandwiches. And it's wintertime, so this has gone up. I only got 1 instead of 2 like I normally do. And then I got a bag of spinach I shared recently. This is one of my money-saving things, I guess. I have times where I don't go through my lettuce fast enough, and it starts to ruin, and I panic because I don't want to waste it. So I've started getting spinach because you can make the sandwich, salad, anything with spinach. And if I see it starts to ruin, I just throw it in the freezer and I'll end up putting it in eggs or cooking with it so I don't waste it. And it's more economical that way. She asked for sugar snap peas. These expire, I think, in 3 days. They don't look so great, but I'm sure we'll get enough out of it to make it count. She loves the pizza salad, which is the Taylor Farms mini salad kit. They didn't have it, but they had this one. And this was probably a better deal anyway, so she's going to try this one out. And then she asked for broccoli. She will eat it cooked, but she prefers it raw too, so I got a little head of that. And I also got a bag of sweet potatoes. I want to do burger bowls one night, and I normally do sweet potato fries, but I think what I'm going to do, it kept me from having to buy like a $4 or $5 bag of fries. I think what I'm going to do is either slice these and roast them, or I could bake it and just fill it with the toppings, but I think I'll roast them in little bites. Also got some grape tomatoes for salad and for the burger bowls as well. And then some broccoli slaw to make homemade like teriyaki, I think it's lo mein noodles. This is what I use in it. So I got a bag of that. And that is all for the produce and the grocery section. So if you stuck around this long, thank y'all so much for watching this vlog. Be sure you have your notification bell on because I am doing my best to get several Vlogmas videos up. I think at this point this will be like number 4, I guess. Yeah, because the 4th is today. So if I bump this one up, which is what I think I'm going to do, this will be number 4. So I'm trying my best to have 10 to 12. But if I can maintain it, maybe I can get an upload a day if it's nothing but maybe a short or something smaller. And I'm doing them at random. So if you have your notification bell on, you will not miss them. A few people comment every now and then and tell me that YouTube does not get them notifications like it used to, and that they're not seeing my uploads. So if you have your notification bell on, that pretty much doesn't happen to me at least. But if you subscribe and you don't have the notification bell on, I have people that I like to regularly watch and I won't be notified of an upload, and it irks me because I'll think they're not uploading and I'm just not getting alerts. So if you don't want to miss any, you can put that on. I think after this point I'm going to do, I'm supposed to film today or tomorrow, working on like a day in the life, get it all done with me because I have a few things to clean. And also at some point I want to do an updated like self-care, what products I use vlog, because I've only done one of those and it was several years ago, and I have a few things that I want to share. So y'all be sure that you come back and stick around through Vlogmas. I'm going to do my best to keep uploading. So y'all be sure that you're subscribed and drop a comment and say hi, and I will see you in the next one.